Alright, hey guys, I just got some mail from New Hampshire and I said I was going to make the video on the unboxing of my Limmer boots. So I got 3 pair of them right here. Let's open it up and see what they look like. Whoa. So I got 3 pair that were just different sizes, so we're not going to open up all 3 of them because the other 2 on video are going to look the same. But alrighty. I feel like I'm opening a cake. All right. All right, let's see. Let's look at this first. There's a little warning, not so much a warning, but it says take the time to carefully consider the fit of your footwear you've purchased. They're basically asking you, it's a return policy and encouraging you to break them in, understand that there's a break-in period, and here's the thing about taking care of the leather, and something more officially looking, looks like some general information about lacing, what kind of socks to wear and all that. I'll read it, not sure there'll be anything new in there. So here's the boot. Oh wow, I think I'm going to like these. I guess we'll get a close-up on it. Here are some of the things that I noticed. Vibram Outsole, and I always buy boots with Vibram Outsoles on them. Ugh. And they feel pretty stiff. Very similar. What I normally wear is the a Solo 520 Gore-Tex, and they're about similar stiffness as this. These ones have the leather, the rubber rand, I think it's called, this rubber band that goes all the way around the shoe. So that's really cool for us tree guys. It gives us a little more toughness. When I push down on the toe, there's definitely some firmness there, but it's it's not a steel-toed shoe or anything like that. Let's pull the laces out. So it's got 1, 2, 3 eyelets, and then the little clampy lace clamp right here, and then 2 more of just the open, I don't know, whatever you call those, where you wrap the rope around. It's black, I think you can see that, and then the tongue is like a gray leather. I do like that the tongue is completely connected right here, so we won't have wood chips going down inside. That's very cool. It's got the Limmer name front and center right there. Other than that, they're very mellow looking. It's not all spazzy with a lot of bright colors. At the very top of the shoe, they've got a little bit of foam inside here, which is similar to the boots that I'm wearing, so I know that I'll like that. And then this is leather, like a softer suede or whatever, that's going to be rubbing up against your ankle. One thing that I really like about these boots that I think I'm going to prefer over these guys right here is that this is a Gore-Tex boot, and this has been broken in, so I've got a little bit of flex to it, and this one's a lot stiffer. I have a feeling if we got a brand new one of these, it would be about as stiff as this one is right here. So anyway, let me see. Double stitching along the edges looks really good. And then where these 2 pieces of leather come together, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I count six lines of stitching right there. But they use the black stitching there, so it kind of blends in as opposed to the contrasting color stitching. When we look inside the shoe, this is really cool. One of the reasons I want to get away from a Gore-Tex boot, even though Gore-Tex is very waterproof and extremely breathable, there's no comparison in the breathability of a Gore-Tex leather boot compared to a leather boot that has no Gore-Tex. I live in Southern California and it rains here very rarely, so having Gore-Tex on my boots doesn't really make sense for me. I come home, for right now, my feet are sweaty and I'm pretty sure it didn't rain all day today. I know this leather is going to be more breathable without Gore-Tex inside. When I look inside here, something that I really like is this is a leather lined boot. So inside here is a nice soft leather, and then it's a different type of leather when we get deeper down up by the toe of the foot, but I'm pretty sure that's leather also. So we got really nice soft leather right here by your ankles, and then down deep a more probably more abrasion resistant leather where your toes are going to be moving around more. I would say that the insole is very nondescript, doesn't look fancy to me at all. There is a little heel pad, but I'm going to, of course, pop my super feet into there anyways, so they'll feel as comfortable, but I think that's about it. I don't know what else to say about it. And I just remembered I have 3 pairs. One of them is the ultralight, and then 2 were the regular. I'm assuming this was the, I think they have light and then ultralight. So let's go ahead and open up, see if we can find the ultralight one. I think it's this one. We're about to find out. Oh yeah, I think, okay. Whew, totally different boot. The paperwork is the same, but it has my receipt in there. Signed by Carl Limmer. That's the guy that called me the other day. How crazy that it says, sincerely Carl Limmer, President. You know you're dealing with a small company when the guy that calls you about the sizing is the president of the company. So I did buy 2 lightweight and 1 ultralight. So I was hoping it would say the color. Oh, I think the brown one is the lightweight, and the black one maybe is the ultralight, because this is a much stiffer boot. I'm not sure. Let's see, it says 10. Okay, so it says I have a size 11 in the lightweight, and this is a size 10. So yeah, the gray one is the ultralight. This is the lightweight one. So I guess if you're trying to decide on the durability of the shoe, this is the lightweight boot, and I'm flexing it with all my might. Hold on. And it barely even moves. So I know for me, this is too beefy of a boot. for the type of climbing that I do, I rarely ever put spikes on, so maybe if you want to put some spikes on, this might have the underfoot support that you want. Let's do a quick rundown of the shoe. Brown leather, contrasting stitching, leather lined. It's the same sort of deal where they have that softer leather in the back and then firmer leather up front. The insole on this one is glued in, so I'm not going to pull it out. That's important if you wear orthotics. Oh, it looks like you might be able to peel it right out, but I know that I'm going to be sending 2 of these back, so I don't want to peel it out if this is the one I'm going to send back. Oh, just got a text message from Karina saying she's coming home. So, let's see, the other differences. It looks like the thickness of the heel is the same on both shoes, or so it seems. But this is a more simple looking, just flat with the, it's flat along the front, along the side right here with the lugs on it. Whereas this one kind of has some fancier designing right here. The lightweight boot doesn't have the rubber rand that goes all the way around it. The compression on the toes is a lot firmer. Yeah, I can squish the ultralight, I can squish the toes down a little. But this one, it feels like there's a plastic cup or something inside there. There's definitely some, or I don't know a lot about boot making, so maybe that's just glue or whatever. But this is a firm boot. So I have a feeling just by looking at these that I'm going to keep the ultralight and send back the lightweight. I'm glad I got 2 pair, because when I hear the word lightweight, I assume that that might be a little bit too light for me. I consider the boots that I have to be a medium weight hiking boot, so it's a good way to see that the terminology is can vary. So if I would call this a heavy duty boot, so I would love to see what their super heavy boots are. I think that's it. If you guys have questions, post them in the comments, and I can tell you more specifically about the boots. But I think we've covered every point. Let's do a quick close-up. Let me see. Yeah, I think that'll work. And here's the boot, nice and close. There's the bottom, and then here's the quote-unquote lightweight. To the inside, you can see that soft leather, and there's what the bottom looks like. So, all right, it is done.